So again, really think about opening the hips. Imagine that the hips are rotating. So you really want to think about, as you deepen the stretch, you're deepening the stretch, but the hips are rotating like this.
Welcome back, and hi if you're new here. Let's begin.
Okay, so we're back for another stretch of the week. I was asked to make a playlist for beginners. So this is me committed to creating content that can be put into that playlist. So we're going to be doing a few stretches that are beginner friendly. As always, make sure you're warm before we begin. Let's go. Really think about opening the hips, relaxing the knees to go down. Take the hands back, or you can gently encourage the knees to go down. Take the weight back slightly onto the hands. And just really think about opening those hips. Imagine you're driving the hips forward, pushing the hips forward. So all of my stretches are beginner friendly, but these ones are just a little more gentle if you're a beginner. A lot of people are more flexible than they actually think. So they'll see me do a stretch and it looks intimidating, but when they try it, they realize that their body is actually capable. A lot of people are more flexible than they think they are. So usually with gentle encouragement and the right techniques like breathing, relaxing into a stretch, they'll realize that they have more capacity than they initially thought they did. Especially women, we do have looser hips naturally. So it's just about honoring that. Breathe in. So with stretching, you want to be taking deep breaths in, breathing out. And as you breathe out, you think about deepening the stretch. So for instance, if I'm here, I'd breathe in, breathe out. As I breathe out, can you see that I'm moving the weight forward into my hips? I'm really thinking about opening up those hips. So that's the technique to stretching. Again, making sure that you're relaxing. If you hold tension, so if I'm here and I'm trying to push the stretch but I'm tense, I can't go further. If I relax the body, I can then take it further. So keeping that in mind as well is so important, that your breathing will help your flexibility. Also, as a beginner, it's also important that you're building your flexibility, strength and mobility simultaneously. Nice, take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Deepen that stretch. Last few seconds. Take a breath in. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Take one leg forward. And then you're going to have that one bent in still. And now you're going to take the hands forward and take the weight forward as well. So breathing in. Breathe out. Deepen the stretch. Really think about flexing that foot. If it feels a bit too intense with the flex foot, then you can just relax the foot or you can point it. But really think about hinging the hips forward, so not curving forward. Really think about hinging the hips and taking it forward. Straight back, shoulders down. You want to imagine you're wearing a heavy backpack, and as you take it off, you want to have that feeling, that engagement in the lats. Nice, so taking it forward. This leg is bent in. Your foot should be on your inner thigh. Nice. Really think about stretching the hands forward at a diagonal, so you're really feeling that stretch. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And again, breathing in. Breathe out, deepen that stretch. And again, breathing in. Breathe out, deepen that stretch. Take it further. Nice. Try with a flex foot if you haven't already and see how that feels. But really think about breathing into the hamstring so that you could relax. Nice, straight back. Last few seconds here, breathing in. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Changing legs, same thing. So taking the other leg straight forward, and then you're going to tuck that leg in and take it out to the side. And again, tilting at the hips, taking it forward. Pointed foot if it feels too intense, or flex foot if you want to take that stretch to another level. Straight back, arms at a diagonal, and making sure you're breathing into the body and the hamstrings. Nice, straight back, breathe in, breathe out, and again breathing in, breathe out, and again breathing in, breathe out. Nice. Keep breathing and relaxing the body. Keep breathing. So the first stretch was for the hips, and the second stretch is for the hamstrings. Nice, keep breathing, take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And again, breathe it in. Breathe out. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. Last few seconds here. 3, 2, 1. And relax. You also want to make sure you're reversing your stretches and making sure you're doing the opposite. So if you stretch this way, opposite. And if you stretch the right side, make sure you stretch the left. Okay, final stretch that I'm going to be teaching you today is you're going to have the knees, so I'll show you from the front. This is how the knees are going to be. You're going to take them a little bit wider. You're going to put your toes together behind you like this, or you can have them down. But you'll feel the stretch more if your toes are literally in this position here. And then you're going to take it forward and then push back into the hips. So I do have a more intense version of this stretch that you might have seen with the legs out and flexed. So this is the beginner friendly version. So again, really think about opening the hips. Imagine that the hips are rotating. So you really want to think about as you deepen the stretch, you're deepening the stretch, but the hips are rotating like this. So I'm going to take it to the side to show you as well. So toes together, take it down. And then you're going to take the hands forward at a diagonal, similar to the position that we just did. And then you're going to take it back into the hips. Really think about opening the hips. Straight back, shoulders down. So try not to do this. Really think about growing out. Spine elongated, back elongated. And really think about just opening those hips. Breathing into the body. Nice. Take the toes down now and then just deepen that stretch further. Gently opening the hips. Really think about breathing into the hips. Nice. You can also take it onto the elbows to really think about opening the hips. But whatever feels right for your body. What's important about stretching is honouring your body, honouring your boundaries with self, knowing when too much is too much. And that's beautiful because it applies with life outside of stretching as well. Knowing when it's time to say no, to stop, to walk away. So if a stretch is too intense, then know when to alter it or reduce the stretch. Don't push yourself to the point of injury ever. And always make sure you're warm before you stretch. So hot baths, hot showers, cardio, home workout, gym workouts. Nice. Last few seconds here. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Really relax. 3, 2, 1. And then just take the knees in. And then sit heavy into the hips. Just to reverse that stretch. For a few seconds while I speak with you. Okay, so I hope that was gentle on your body if you're a beginner. Also, if you're not a beginner, those stretches are still helpful and you can just deepen them even further if your body is comfortable in the stretch. So go to where feels right for your body. Also, I just want to say as well that you should aim to stretch for a minimum of 3 times a week. If you can stretch every day, absolutely amazing. I know it's not always realistic or achievable, but aim for 3 times a week. That's another addition to our beginners playlist. I hope that was helpful. And feel free to make any requests on my socials, or you can comment and let me know what you want and I can do it for you. But take care, enjoy the rest of your week and keep stretching.